Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Ikram subject specialist and you are watching my YouTube channel English with Ikram. Dear viewers, today I am going to talk about a very interesting vocabulary for ETEA NTS series. And this vocabulary is about the field of medical. You may simply call them doctors, but on the basis of their expertise, their specialization, they are different types of doctors. So I would like to discuss different types of doctors. Which doctor do you consult for a specific disease, a disease in a specific part of your body? आपके जिस्म के किसी हिस्से में जब कोई तकलीफ है, कोई मसला है, कोई बीमारी है, you have to consult a specific doctor. You know, this is an era of specialization. This is an era of special expertise. If you are just a simple MBBS, simple doctor, your survival in in the market, that's impossible. You have to be specialist. There are different medical specialists and they have their sub-specialties. So my today's video is about different types of expertise, different types of specialties in the field of medicine, in the field of doctors. And this is important for your ETEA NTS vocabulary. You know that I've been working on ETEA NTS series for English, two sections, grammar based MCQs and vocabulary based MCQs. I have uploaded many videos regarding grammar based MCQs and vocabulary based MCQs. In vocabulary, I have already discussed synonyms, antonym, confusing words and different fields, vocabulary related with different fields, and today's vocabulary is related with the field of medicine. Okay, let's get started. Number one, specialist number one, expert number one, expert in the field of medicine, expert in the field of doctors. When you have certain disease, you have to consult a specific doctor, a specialist. This is, I've told you, this is an era of specialization. Number one, allergist or immunologist. Which sort of doctor this is? What does this doctor treat? What kind of diseases such doctor, allergist or immunologist treat? So, allergist or immunologist treat diseases related with immune system disorders. When you are having immune system disorders like you have asthma or eczema or any sort of allergy, food allergy or any sort of allergy, you have to consult this sort of doctor, which is called allergist or immunologist. You have certain immune deficiency syndrome, you can say, or immune system disorders or any sort of allergies, eczema or you can say asthma, you have to consult this sort of doctor. This is normally I have heard many doctors pronouncing this word as asthma. Correct pronunciation is asthma in British English and asthma in American English. But this is not like asthma. I have been to different hospitals and I have heard many doctors pronouncing this word as asthma, but in British English it's asthma and in American English it's asthma, not asthma. Okay, number two, cardiologist. We have heard this is very common. When you have, God forbid, heart attack or high blood pressure or any, we can say that blood vessels, any disorder, any disease related with heart or blood pressure like this, hypertension, you have to consult cardiologist. Cardiologist is the person who is expert in the diseases related with heart or blood pressure and vessels like this, right? So the second very important word is, this is a sort of vocabulary, cardiologist is the person who cures, who treats that a person who is having certain problem with heart attack हो जाता है जब कभी अल्लाह ना करे किसी को, या उसकी वेसल्स में ब्लड वेसल्स जो होती हैं उसमें कोई इश्यू है, हाई ब्लड प्रेशर है, हाइपरटेंशन है, बीपी हाई हो जाता है अचानक, तो ही हैज़ टू कंसल्ट अ कार्डियोलॉजिस्ट, राइट. Number 3, colon and rectal surgeon. Again, this is very important nowadays. this is very common disease. A person who is expert in, who is surgeon, colon and rectal surgeon, what does he cure? What does he treat? He is concerned with small intestine, issues with your small intestine, or issues with colon or colon cancer और हेमोरॉइड्स पाइल्स हम कहते हैं. तो इससे रिलेटेड छोटी आंत, बड़ी आंत और कॉलन कहते हैं, कॉलन कैंसर, सर्दी हेमोरॉइड्स पाइल्स होती है. तो इससे रिलेटेड जितनी बीमारियां भी हैं उनको ट्रीट करते हैं कॉलन और रेक्टल सर्जन. Colon or rectal surgeon is a person who treats, who cures, who is concerned with these diseases, small intestine, colon cancer and hemorrhoids, etc. Right? I told you in one of my last video that such sort of, in which I discuss another field, different field of study and specific word for English. तो वहाँ मैंने बताया था कि आप, for example, I discussed that geologist. Geology is a field related with, then you may be given 4 options in your ETEA or NTS test. And here the same case. For example, cardiologist is the person who treats. Then you may be given 4 options. You have to choose one. This is very interesting. You may use this sort of vocabulary in your spoken language as well. And this is again very important for your ETEA or NTS type of test, right? MCQs based test. Number 4, dermatologist. Dermatologist is the person who cures, who is concerned with diseases related with skin. Skin से related जो diseases हैं, hair, nails, बाल, skin. There are different skin diseases और nails की और आपके बालों की बहुत सारी diseases हैं. And the doctor who is concerned with such sort of diseases, he is called dermatologist. Or in easy language, we call him skin specialist, right? Number 5, gastroenterologist. Again, this is very common. A person, a doctor who is concerned with the diseases which are very common nowadays. Gastroenterologist, a doctor who is concerned with digestive organs, your stomach, your liver, bowels, pancreas, or nowadays hepatitis A, B, C. So such diseases related with digestive organs, your stomach, your bowel, your pancreas, and your liver. So hepatitis A, B, C. So the doctor who is concerned with all these sort of diseases, he is called gastroenterologist. If God forbid you have some problem with these organs, you have to consult a doctor who is expert, who is called gastroenterologist. Normally, we consult a medical specialist. These are subspecialties. आजकल तो बड़ा advanced, this is an advanced era. There are specialization and then there are subspecialization. लोग कोशिश करते हैं कि जो एक्सपर्ट है, स्पेसिफिक किसी एक चीज़ का एक्सपर्ट है, उसके पास जाए. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, फॉर ग्रामर, फॉर प्रोनाउंसिएशन, यू हैव टू कंसल्ट अ पर्सन हु हैज सम नॉलेज ऑफ लिंग्विस्टिक्स, लैंग्वेज. Normally, we think that a person who is majored in English, whether he's in literature, he should know each and everything about grammar and pronunciation and linguistics. No, this is not the case. There are certain specialties, certain expertise. Same is the case here in the field of medicine. The next one is hematologist. Hematologist is the doctor who is concerned with the diseases of blood, spleen, anemia, deficiency, जिससे होती है खून की कमी, ब्लड डिफिशिएंसी, एनीमिया उसे कहते हैं. तो इससे रिलेटेड जो भी बीमारियां हैं, जो ब्लड से, स्प्लीन से और एनीमिया, तो a person who is concerned with such sort of diseases, he is called hematologist. Hematologist is the doctor, a person who is concerned with the diseases related with blood, or you can say spleen and anemia, right? This expert is called hematologist. Number 7, nephrologist. Nephrologist is the person, he is a doctor who is concerned with the diseases related with kidneys. He is expert in the diseases related with kidneys. And such person is called nephrologist. Number 8, he is neurologist. I think you know that this is very common. Neurologist is the person, a doctor who is expert in the diseases related with brain disorder, epilepsy, हम उर्दू में कहते हैं मिर्गी, or spinal tumors and any strokes. So a person, a doctor who is concerned with the diseases related with mental disorder, brain disorders, और you can say strokes, spinal tumors, epilepsy, मिर्गी, इस तरह की बीमारियों को जो ट्रीट करता है, क्योर करता है, उसका ताल्लुक, he is concerned with such sort of diseases, he is called neurologist. The next is number 9, gynecologist. Gynecologist is normally a lady doctor who is concerned with women's health, including pregnancy and childbirth. He is a doctor who is concerned with women's health. Number 10, oncologist. Who is oncologist? Oncologist is the person, is a doctor who is concerned with cancer, and he normally does chemotherapy. A person, a doctor who is or specialist, who is expert in the field of cancer or chemotherapy. Number 11, he is ophthalmologist. Ophthalmologist is the person, a doctor who is expert in the diseases related with eyes, and he is also called eye specialist. We normally call these people, these doctor, eye specialist. Ophthalmologist is the person who cures, who treats diseases related with eyes, eye specialist. Number 12, the doctor, he is pathologist. Who is pathologist? Pathologist is normally the lay doctors who normally identify the causes of the disease by examining the body tissues. He is pathologist. Pathologist is the person, is the lay doctor who identify the causes of different diseases by examining, by testing different body tissues. He is pathologist. Okay. Next one is podiatrist. Podiatrist. This is normally uncommon. We don't hear about this expert. His expertise is in the field of ankles and feet. Diseases related with ankle. If your ankle or your feet is dislocated, the person who treats, who is expert in the field of this ankle and feet, and especially in sports, related with sports, the people who are having in the field of sports, when they have problem in their ankles, ankle is dislocated, or any joint or feet, then he has to concern a podiatrist. Pronunciation of this word is podiatrist, and podiatrist is a person who is expert in the field of diseases related with ankles and feet. The next one is pulmonologist. It is, I think, a bit common. Pulmonologist. Pulmonologist is the person, is the doctor who is expert in the diseases related with lungs. And when somebody is having breathing issues or asthma, or you can say lungs cancer, then he has to consult pulmonologist. Pulmonologist is the person who is expert in the field of diseases related with lungs cancer, breathing issues, or you can say asthma. As I have told you that this word is asthma in British English and asthma in American English. You can't say normally, you might have heard people, even the doctor, they pronounce this word as asthma. There isn't any word like asthma. The next word is radiologist. Who is radiologist? Again, as I have told you that this is very interesting vocabulary. We being even a common person, he should know about different experts in the field of medicine. We normally call them simply doctors. They have different specialties. They have different expertise. We should know, for example, when we have certain disease, which doctor we should consult in case of a specific disease, because this is an era of specialization. This is an era of expertise. So the next one is radiologist. Radiologist is the doctor, is the person who do X-rays or ultrasounds. He is X-rays or ultrasound specialist. He is radiologist. The next one is a rheumatologist. This is again a very rare field. When people have a problem like arthritis or any pain in their joints, backaches, joint pains, this is arthritis. Normally people just consult a person who is expert in orthopedic surgeon, but this is subspecialty. This field is called rheumatology, and the person who is expert, very rare. I think in Pakistan there are very few people, very few doctors who are rheumatologists, who are expert in the field of rheumatology. And rheumatology or rheumatologist is the person, doctor who is expert in the field of arthritis or any joint pains or backaches. So he is called rheumatologist. And the last one is, the last field of medicine is urologist. Urologist is the person who treats or who is expert in the field of urinary tract, UTI, urinary tract infection, or any problem in urinary tract. So I have discussed 7 different fields, 7 different types of doctors. Doctors who are expert, we normally call all of them simply doctor. But as I have told you, this is an era of specialization. People are expert now. We normally consult medical specialists, and in medical specialization field there are certain subspecialties. We should know that who is expert in which field. This is also important for your vocabulary section of ETEA or NTS sort of test. You may be given a question, as I give an example. For example, ophthalmologist is the person who treats, then you may be given 4 options. He is expert in the field of eye diseases. So keep on watching my videos, especially the students who are preparing themselves for ETEA type test or NTS type test. This is important for you. And for common people, if you want to speak English, you should know, you should have certain vocabulary. If you have vocabulary, it will be very easy for you to write or to speak English. It's important for your communication as well. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.